Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the Pop-Up Couch. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Monday morning and I'm just checking in with you, see how your weekend was. Hopefully you had a beautiful Mother's Day. I really hope that you spent time. If you had your mom in your life, hopefully you were able to spend time with her. If you're lucky enough to have your grandparents around, maybe you got to see your grandma. If you're a mom, hopefully you had the most beautiful day with your kids and your family. And I really, really hope the best for all of you guys out there, because we all know how important moms are. It's the most important job. So I really hope you guys had the best weekend. Just want to share a few things with you. Okay, couple little ideas for you and just a couple things to think about. Okay, as you guys know, I study happiness for a living. That's all I do when I'm not working, when I'm not with my kids. In my free time, I'm reading, I'm listening to audiobooks, I'm watching YouTube videos of inspirational speakers, different people from around the world. Okay, different ideas, different concepts, but really the key really for me is what's it going to take for all of us to be happier, live a healthier, happier life. Okay, be better parents, be better role models, be better sisters, brothers, whatever it is, be grandparents. It's my job, for myself anyway, to study these things. So hopefully if you could just get one thing today, if you can just walk away with one little helpful hint about life today from some of these topics, my job's done. Right, guys? Okay, here it comes. Let's talk about calmness, okay? Practice finding calmness in the most difficult of circumstances, okay? The harder it is to find, the more you will grow when you do finally find it, okay? So important. Don't give up, guys. And it's easy to stay calm in our days when, you know, there's no stress, right? When everything's just going along as planned and things are easy and the kids aren't calling you from school telling you that they're sick and they need to be picked up from the nurse's office, and your car's not broken down and you don't need $600 worth of maintenance done to it, and you know, you're backed in, you know, I don't know, go out this morning when you're getting ready to go to work. You know, it's easy to find calmness when things are going easy, right? But the hardest time to find calmness is when you're in the middle of some sort of emotional storm. Sometimes it's not even your storm. It could be someone close to you, your spouse or something like that. I need you guys to hear this. And the best time to practice the calmness is when things are going smooth. When you are in a good place, that things are going well, right? That's when you practice feeling this way and appreciating the calm, okay? So that when you are faced in these situations, it's a familiar place to get back to, the calmness, okay? It's got to be a familiar place, but you have to practice it and you have to appreciate when things are going really, really smooth, all right? You can do it. Don't give up. When things go out of, things get out of hand, try to pull yourself back to the place of peace and calm. Take a deep breath. Don't react. Give it a few minutes and you'll see that you can get through anything, but it doesn't need to take an emotional toll on you, okay? When things are going crazy and you feel like you're out of control, take a step out of it just for a minute, okay? Try to get to that calmness, the calm place that you're familiar with, because you practice it every day. And trust me, they'll end up better, all right? Better results all around for you and anyone else involved, all right? Humility. Maintain your humility, okay? Remember that no one is better than anyone else, okay? You're not less than or better than anyone in this entire planet. We are all equal, all of us. I don't care who you are, what you are, doesn't matter. We're the same. Humility is essential to any possibility of joy. True story. I know a lot of people out there that think they're better than everyone else because they have a bigger house and a nicer car and their kids go to these Ivy League schools or whatever. Truth is, they're not better than the guy pushing a broom at Burger King enjoying his life. No one is better than anyone. The sooner you get to this understanding, the better. If you think you're better, you're not. If you think you're worse, you're not. We're all the same, guys, okay? Practice humility. It's the easiest, fastest route to joy. Promise. Hurt people hurt people. Heard this saying the other day. So true, right? Goes back to any bullying situation that you've ever heard of or were probably involved with at some point in your life, that when someone's coming at you trying to hurt you, it's because they are hurt. Is it your job to fix it? No, it's not your job to fix someone else's hurt. It's your job to not allow them to hurt you, if you can, all right? Let's talk about your parents. I could study this and talk about this all day, because the truth is, guys, I really believe that most of our, if not all of our, like, triumphs and pain and just anguish and all these things root from our parents. They just do. Hi, Kim. Hi, Rose. Thanks for tuning in, ladies. So let's talk about our parents for a second. All right, because you know I could spend all day talking about this, but I don't have all day to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it just for a few minutes. Hear me out, guys. The moment you can detach from your parents is the moment you can start to live your own life. Becoming an adult is when you finally decide to create life on your own terms. Seriously. Now, here's another question for you. What's holding you back? All right? Here's a question. Are you dependent on your parents for financial and or emotional support? And are you dependent on them for encouragement? Think about it. And this question, seriously, this question could be asked to someone who's 18 or 40. But the truth is, I know a lot of people out there that are struggling with this because they are dependent on their parents for their parents' approval still as an adult. They're still looking for that approval. They're looking for that, you know, the acknowledgement that, you know, great job, I'm so proud of you, I love you, do you need some money? I'll loan you some. Or, you know, it's not healthy. You can love your parents, but the older you get, try to distance yourself from what it is they're constantly trying to hand you. You don't need a handout. You don't need gifts. You don't need encouragement. You don't need any of those things from your parents, especially once you leave the house as an adult. When you move out and you get your own 2 feet and your own ground and your own, that's when you grow, guys. And a lot of people out there are not growing because they're dependent on the mom and dad. They're waiting for mom and dad's approval or mom and dad to say when. You know, they're not going to jump until mom and dad say jump. And it's not healthy. And, you know, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here, but there's a lot of parents out there holding their kids back from jumping because they're afraid that they may not jump the right direction. Or maybe they'll jump too fast or, you know, it'll be too high of a jump. You're not helping your kids if you don't let them go. And for the kids out there or the adults still waiting for mom and dad to say it's okay, you don't have to wait anymore, guys. The sooner the better. I'm going to read that to you one more time because I want you to hear it, just the first part. The moment you can detach from your parents is the moment you can start to live your own life, period. The sooner the better, if you ask me. And listen, I love my parents. God bless my mother in heaven. She did the best she could for me. God bless my dad. He's still here. He did the best he could for me. But I am no longer looking for approval from my parents. And I haven't in a very long time. Okay? Why can I say that? Because I'm on my own 2 feet, guys. I've been on my own 2 feet since I was 17. I'm good. I love them. They did the best they could. I will always validate them and what they did for me. But I am no longer looking for any emotional, financial, or any other kind of support from them. I don't need it. I have it in my own self. All right, but that comes with work. You got to put the work in. You got to work on yourself. And in order, the first step to doing any of these things is take the jump. Take the jump. Stop making excuses that, oh my God, Christy, well, easy for you to say. I mean, you know, I can't find a job that's going to pay my rent or my mortgage, and I don't want to live with a roommate, so it's easier just to stay with my parents. It's easier just to live with them. I mean, they cover most of the bills, so why should I have to, why should I put myself out there and then I might fail? No, those are all excuses. The sooner, the better. I'm sticking to that statement because I couldn't, drive this home fast enough for you guys. Just leave. Leave your parents. They're going to be okay without you. If you're staying out of guilt, that's a whole nother story. We don't have time today for that, but reach out to me and we'll talk. Don't feel guilty for your parents. Don't feel guilty for them. Whatever situation they're in is what they're in. You need to get on your own 2 feet and you need to make your own decisions. And the sooner, the better, okay? Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and trust more, question less. I'm bringing this up because a lot of people out there have issues with trust. And because of that, they're closed off. They're closed off to new experiences, to new friendships, to new relationships, to just living in general, okay? I have issues with trust, and the truth is, guys, you're asking too many questions, and you need to just trust. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust that most people are good people. Stop watching the news. Stop watching these terrible, constantly the media is trying to tell you how terrible the world is. The world is not terrible. Bad things happen, yes. The media glorifies it, yes. The truth is, tune it out and start trusting. Trust that most people are good people. This is the truth because I teach my kid this. I'm sorry, my children. I teach them that most people are good people, and I believe that in my heart. Until someone gives you a reason not to trust them, you should trust them. I really believe that. Or you're holding yourself back from, new things. Vulnerability is not a weakness, okay? Like I said, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, but vulnerability is not a weakness, okay? There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, and being vulnerable always is tied to trust. So practice it, guys. Practice being a little bit vulnerable. Show your true colors to people. Don't be afraid of what they're going to think. Just say it how you think. It's, say what you're feeling. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are, all right? Because vulnerability is beautiful. I have one more thing to share with you. I have a quote for you. Wisdom is avoiding all of the things that weaken you. I did post this on my Facebook, but I wanted to say it to you guys out loud because I think it's so beautiful and powerful. Because the truth is, if you constantly worry about what other people think of you, you're never going to grow. You have to get to a place where you accept who you are and what you're doing, and that's enough for you. All right? I really hope this helps you guys. As always, thank you for listening. You can find this video along with all of my other little videos. I'm on YouTube now. I'm part of the DJB, okay, Productions Network. A friend of mine from high school, Dan, great guy, has a couple great shows on there too. There's Pop-Up Couch, that's me, but then of course he has a couple other shows on there you can check out. So much fun, great to work with him. So proud to be a part of something bigger than myself. I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the acceptance of others. I don't do this for anything other than the fact that this, in my heart, is my calling. I study happiness for a living, and if I can share anything with you guys and help you in any way, it's my pleasure. All right? I love you, and thank you. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys on Wednesday, okay, with a couple more pointers to help you get through the week. All right? I love you. I believe in you, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye, guys.